Hey guys, it's Paula Rollo from Beauty Through Imperfection, and I wanted to talk to you today about some new features that IZEA has released this year. I just got back from IZEA Fest in February. It was a ton of fun. I love it every time they put it on. And they released contentamp, among other things that they're working on and they're doing right now. But contentamp is a new way to monetize your social accounts. And I think it's really useful for bloggers of all sizes, which I always love when I find something like that, because I hear a lot of the time from smaller bloggers that there's just this frustration of opportunities not necessarily being available or being really hard to find. And contentamp is one that is super, regardless of the size of your site. And it really focuses on Twitter. So if you have a Twitter account or Facebook, social media accounts is what we're looking at here today. So I'm going to share my screen just so I can walk you through how contentamp works. And we can look at what they're doing. So here we go. Here is my screen, and I am logged into IZEA right now. I stay in there and apply to stuff all the time, so you won't see anything here. What is new now is here on the left. This used to be a much shorter list, but we've got some new stuff happening, which is very exciting. And what we're looking at today is contentamp. So you log in on your dashboard, you should be able to see that. And now you can jump over here. Up at the top, it makes it really easy. Open, pending, published, and declined. So that's kind of up to you. So you can scroll through here and see what's available. It gives you tons and tons of information about these articles. So essentially, these are articles that you can share on social media. It tells you which accounts it's available for. For example, this one by Duncan Wardle is can be shared on Twitter or Facebook. It doesn't have to be both. You can choose if you want to just share on your Twitter account or just Facebook. Generally, I've been using these on Twitter for the most part because a lot of them are kind of tech related, and that's most relevant to my Twitter audience. I think as this contentamp expands, there will be more products and more brands that are available to be advertising this way, and that might be more effective on Facebook or some other sites. So you can scroll through and see if any of these look interesting to you. If something does, like Duncan Wardle is a really cool guy, and he spoke at IZEA Fest, and I really liked what he had to say. So I would click this. I'm going to push view blog post. And then you can actually read that and see, is this something relevant to my audience? Would it be good? Would it be bad? Do I want to share it or not? And scroll through, do that to all of them. Let's say I do want to share this by Duncan Wardle. What I would do is push view. Now this is telling me PPC 12 cents. What this means is that if I share this, I will be paid 12 cents every time someone clicks on it. It's pay per click. If you followed my blog for a while, you know that I'm adamantly against the pay-per-click model when it comes to blog posts. Just because I don't think that gives us fair compensation for what we do. When people have to click through on a post, I've been given some where they're like, we want people to click on this coupon for 25 cents off of something. So even though I brought like thousands and thousands of people to the blog post, they weren't paying me adequately because no one was clicking on a basically worthless coupon. So I refuse to operate in that model for my blog posts. However, for social media shares, this can be really, really effective, because if I find something that I think my readers will love, the whole point of a tweet is that it's going to be interesting to my readers and they will click on it. So I feel like this is a fair compensation model when it comes to tweets. So I don't want you guys to be thrown off like you've talked about pay-per-click in the past and you haven't liked it. This is why I think it does in fact work in this setting. Pay-per-click is 12 cents. If you are cool with that amount, then awesome, go for it. If not, you can decline it. It expires in 6 days. So after 6 days, you're not going to be getting more clicks for it. A lot of these are going to be like coupons or things like that that really do have a time limit on them. And it just makes the most sense when you're talking about $24 here. You don't want that to be a lifetime cookie. That's just too much. So especially for Twitter, things are usually done after 6 days. So I'm good with that as well. Potential earnings, $24. That's if people click, 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 click. So I'm good with all of these terms. 100% of the budget is remaining. So I would compose my tweet right here. Down here where you see these little buttons, you can choose what pages you're going to be advertising on. So I would say, you know, Duncan Wardle is great, but he's talking about industry related stuff, and that's not relevant to this Facebook page. So I'm going to click none on Facebook, and I'm going to keep it on the @Paula_Rollo Twitter page, and then I can compose the tweet right here. Since I haven't actually read the post yet, I'm not going to compose a tweet, but I would just put it through. It's going to automatically add my disclosure, so you just have to worry about this character limit right here, these 51 extra characters, and you can delete the title if you want to call it something else. That's totally fine, and then you'd hit submit. I found usually within a day or two, these tweets are going to be accepted, and then they will tweet out to your account at IZEA's discretion, but they typically email you and let you know it's been accepted, and it will be tweeted out at whatever time, and you'll get that in an email. If you decide you don't want it, you can go back and apply to something else, or just decline all of them if you're looking at this and you're like, no, none of these really apply. Depending on your audience, they may or may not apply to you. You can search by different filters, highest pay-per-click, lowest pay-per-click, articles that match specific topics. I haven't seen just like an overwhelming number of articles here where I've had to use the filters, quite honestly, but that will come in handy. I think that this is really going to take off because it's just such a winning model for advertisers and for bloggers. So I think that's great. You can kind of hop over here and see ones I've already done. This one about how to counter fake news, content marketing strategy, ebook. These were things I was sharing anyway. Harry Potter character, obviously I'm sharing that. And you can kind of see how your earnings are doing and everything in there. And then these are ones I declined because they were makeup related and I don't write about makeup. So that is just really quick the basics of how this works and how contentamp is another way for us to make money as social media influencers and bloggers, and how IZEA is taking care of us. I also really like that this is rolled into our other IZEA income. So one of the problems I've had with some other companies that do a similar pay-per-click model for tweets and such is that if I'm not getting sponsored posts through that company, it takes me forever to get paid out. There's a particular company that does this, and they won't give me any sponsored posts, and I don't know why, but they don't. And I've done a few tweets with them, and so I just have like pending $10 in there or something like that, which $10 is not a lot of money. I'm not angry about it, but it is annoying that I did this work and I got compensated for it in theory, but I'll probably legitimately never see that money because I haven't hit the payout threshold because they won't hire me for anything else. And I don't think that's intentional on their part, that they're trying to just not pay me for that work. I understand why there are payout thresholds, it's all fine, but having it all in one location where you have the social links, it's sort of like the affiliate program through IZEA, which we'll cover in another video. You have just immediate payout tweets and Facebook shares that you get paid, you know, $5, $3, $2, $8 to send out a tweet. You have sponsored posts, and you now have contentamp, which is the pay-per-click social media things. So having all of those kind of lumped together into a group sum, even if you have a small blog and you're getting paid in lower amounts for your sponsored posts and things of that nature, you're still going to hit those payout things quicker so that you can actually get the money that you're owed for the work that you did. So I'm really excited about what they're doing and how they're building this out for us. And even since they launched it, I'm seeing more and more contentamp in my dashboard, which is exciting because I think it's really fun. And it's a great way to kind of customize your Twitter feed or your Facebook. I just prefer it on Twitter right now. But it's a great way to just earn a little bit of extra money by sharing something that hopefully you would have been sharing anyway, and that you find fascinating and that you think your readers will find fascinating. So this was just a quick tutorial about contentamp, and I hope it was helpful. I know a lot of bloggers might not even know it exists yet because it's brand new, but it's super fun, and I've been using it for about a month now. And it's been really, really great and really effective. So let me know if you guys have any questions or if you have any issues trying it out yourself. I also have some tutorials about how the IZEA platform works, and I'm making some more just about blogging in general and monetization. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I will try to do a video to help you out.